What's up, Capricorn? Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your October 2025 Tarot and Oracle reading. We're asking what's coming towards you this month. We're going to start with Oracle just to kind of generally guide the message. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other people on this channel to pray for you, send you their good energy, say hi in the comments section or leave an emoji if you're more comfortable. And that provides us something that represents you that we can focus on. This whole channel is dedicated to empowering you and spreading love and good energy out there in the world. And so we all help each other. And lastly, if you've been to this channel before, you've considered checking it again for your messages. Also consider maybe joining the family and subscribing. We start with the message, self-confidence, I am sure. And you make this gesture with your hands in order to empower the message. You simply put your thumbs together and you'll point your finger. I am sure. Self-assurance, self-confidence, self-awareness, that's what this mudra represents. It helps in exam situations, at points where we feel that we're being tested, in performances on stage even, etc. The index fingers point upwards and the thumb towards the heart. I love that. Next, we have the message. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Wow, there's a lot of self-confidence coming through. This is like, if you're in a situation at all this month of October, where you need to kind of believe in yourself, right? It's like Dumbo and the feather. You don't forget the feather. This is all about you've had the strength all along. There's a very solid theme there. Okay, we're going to start with this Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and we're going to see what cards flip out. This one's acting funny. Oh, the World card. Nice. Expansion. All right. What's coming towards my Capricorns in October 2025? Please make it clear. Not flipping out, but making a surprise appearance is the Hierophant. We'll keep that in mind. The one that did fly out was the Star card. The Star card, if we can talk about it for a minute, is a great card to start your reading with because this kind of gives you an indication of where your month is focused. It's kind of the North Star, if you will. This is recovery. This is also being in the limelight. Some of you guys, we've had a couple of indications that you might be getting a lot of attention this month. It mentions even on self-confidence in exam situations and even performances on stage. If you're a performer or if you're in the limelight, if you're getting attention for anything, this looks really good for you. The Star card is also being seen for who you are and what you really want. There's oftentimes we go into the world with a mask on, and that's to keep us feeling safe, right? But this is a moment where the mask falls off in a positive way. I mean that, where people see you for who you really are, in the best kind of way, right? So the Star card is hope, a bridge to hope. It's positive. It's also in the trajectory of tarot. It comes after the Tower card. The Tower is usually an event that shakes things up, and it's like, big, huge storm. Some, it could be a small one, but either way, you don't have control in it. So the Star card indicates that moment where there's grace, where the clouds part and the sun comes through. It's gentle. Three of Pentacles. Others are in your reading. I'm going to take that like that. Hard work, dedication. There's collaboration coming through this month of October. It seems to be a strong energy. You'll be focused on work and the way you collaborate with others. It doesn't have to be a career reading. But let me unpack these a little further before I get too far into the talking. What is this Star card about? Here is the Emperor taking the lead, being in the limelight. Again, I think you are kind of the captain of this boat somehow, making plans. Your plans are going to affect others. That's why there's an energy of collaboration coming through. But I feel like you are a very strong character in this play. People are looking at you to take control. I don't know what you're doing in your life, Capricorn, but it's all about self-confidence, believing in yourself. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. You are meant to lead. You are meant to be the captain of this ship, and don't doubt. Sorry that my little machine went off in the background. Oh, it's my espresso machine. It has a mind of its own. Three of Pentacles. What is this collaboration? Strength? Oh, the Magician. The Magician. You choose the course. Choose the course. Where are we going? Capricorn. I feel like you've got a lot of sway. Empress? What? I think people have their faith in you. And it's actually, the more they put their faith in you, the more you put your faith in you as well. It's like this question of like, they got to see some, like on days that you might wake up and feel a little insecure, and that we all have days like that, right? Sometimes we wake up, leap out of bed and we're like, I'm on top of the world. And other days we're just like, I don't know what happened, but I kind of feel like SHIT. On days that you might feel a little wavering in your confidence, just remember they see something in you possibly on some days you don't see on yourself, and you can fall back on that, because we've got Magician to Empress. You're building something really big here. I hear the word empire, right? You've got other energies that want to make this happen with you. They want to collaborate with you. What's this Eight of Pentacles? And I think a lot of it is because you're a hardworking individual. It's coming through. Queen of Swords flew out there. I'll grab it in a sec. To close a chapter, make progress, make a recovery here. The Six of Swords, the Queen of Swords. I think this is how you're being perceived. Like your reading is coming so strong through the perspective of others, through the eyes of others. You are coming off as somebody who is a very hardworking individual that can be trusted. And I say trusted because of the Queen of Swords energy there. You might be an advisor. You might just be somebody who falls back on facts, not emotions and feelings. The truth is I think you are hardworking, especially when you I feel that it gains momentum. As you make progress, Three of Wands, I think your confidence is growing more and more. I love this reading for you. And I think you're going to there's some kind of old, worn out chapter of life, some kind of episode that is coming to an end. This could be with your own self-identity, and it's coming, you're coming into a stage of your life that is very confident, and you're realizing who you truly are as a little bit more of a leader. For some of you guys, it's just simply an old job. It could be an old project. But either way, it was kind of exhausting, but there was a sense of duty to it. There was integrity attached to it. And let's end this the right way. And that could be like something small and kind of abstract, but it's just, you are coming to the end of something while you're making major progress and strides in another thing that others want to help you with. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. I love this reading for you. Justice, the Two of Cups. So we have union. This is a really special partnership. Could be romantic, doesn't have to be, but I think that it's finding its balance. There's something karmically coming out balanced about this. And sometimes when we're working with contracts or working with legalities, if you're going through court with anything, there's something that balances out karmically in your favor. It's the right thing. It's the right thing. When we get the Justice card, it's that the right outcome is occurring. And this one feeds your sense of independence somehow. Nine of Pentacles is an independent card, believing in herself. Gender is not attached, but believing in herself. She's so happy. She has everything she needs. She can provide for herself. She invests in herself. What's the Five of Pentacles? For my Capricorns for October, floating on out, we've got the Queen of Cups. Who's this Queen of Cups? Coming forward slowly. Really interesting. Somebody, Queen of Cups can sometimes be a water sign. It can be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It doesn't have to be, though. Because roles can be reversed, I'm going to speak broadly on this energy. Queen of Cups is an energy that is nurturing. It's kind and compassionate. It's sensitive. It kind of wants the best for people, very much in their emotions. This energy surrounds an experience that has felt lacking, a sense of scarcity, maybe not having enough. So this could be being down and out, pushed out, lonely, or even just feeling broke, not having enough money. But either way, there's this something's coming forward, I think, to shed some light on a situation. And now this could have been an addiction. It could have been a behavioral pattern that was working under the surface. I don't think you knew about it because of Seven of Swords. So there's a deception, there's a dishonesty here. And that deception sometimes can be real small. Maybe this person feels that they could not share this with you for some reason because they'd feel like a loser, the Six of Wands upside down. They feel that they failed in something, and it's because of their own loop, their own habits, bad habits. And I think that they've been covering it up, Seven of Swords. But you're going to be getting answers soon. And this could be revolving around being the weakest link in a collaboration. This could be around an addiction. This could be around even money. But I think you're going to have answers soon. And I think if the roles are in fact reversed to the degree that you are this Queen of Cups, you're being compassionate and understanding in this situation where you learn about, okay, the thing is you're going to have a feeling that something's off because this is a slow energy. You're like, oh, well, that's why it took so long for this to arrive, this package to arrive, or that's why it took so long to hear back from you, or that's why it took so long to get the money, is because and it doesn't have to be necessarily attached to a human being, but either way, it's a scenario. That's why, because there's been a deception here, something that needed to surface, and it's been attached to a negative cycle or habit. And I think it didn't want to come forward because there's loserville attached to it. There's a sense of failure attached to this. Interesting. But I get the sensation that it's not you, it's outside of you, and that you take it in stride. A card out for that. I'll ask, what do we say yes to? What do my Capricorns say yes to? Haha. Just as this was upside down, this was right side up. The same card. This is victory. What is this, though? I need to ask. You got the victory card with the Three of Swords. It's like, unpack this further. What do we say yes to? This is taking the higher road in a place of maybe upset, disappointment, looking at the facts, getting right back to the facts. I think you're keeping it profesh. You're looking at the facts, creating parameters, looking at truth. This is looking at things through the harsh, cold reality of truth, even if they hurt a little, but getting major victory there. This is basically adulting, right? And I specifically wanted in this situation, what do you say yes to? Yeah, this is why it felt like you're taking it in stride. You're like, well, the only way is through. Can't go around it. Can't go under it. You got to go right through it. And so rip off that Band-Aid. It might hurt a little bit, but here's the facts. Here's where we're going. Let's just go. Let's just deal with the facts. Let's just deal with this, the reality. And it feels very strong. Self-confidence, I am sure. The wisdom and the messages of the divine are within you. I love this reading for you. It's really cool. I hope this was helpful. Say hi if you'd like for us to pray for you, send you our good juju, and I will see you very soon. Consider liking and subscribing. Bye-bye.